You know, Kev, the other day I did a lot of adulting. I ended up doing my taxes. I ended up paying my rent. I ended up just doing too much adulting.
Yeah, you did.
And by the end of that, I really needed my cereal and cartoons to kind of feel normal.
He texted me that, by the way. He literally did.
Yes. Let's talk about our 3 favorite cartoons of all time.
Shall we?
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to talk about our top 3 most important cartoons to us. We are all of generations that are different.
Shut up.
My man Jose grew up in 1972.
That is a lie. I was not born in 1972.
69.
Well, you were, I'm going to assume, mostly the 80s, right? You're a Gen Xer.
I was born in 77. I am 48 years old. I'll be 49 this year.
We have Kev over here, who is a millennial through and through.
98, baby.
So I assume yours are going to kind of mostly focus in the late 90s, early 2000s?
Yes, sir.
That is true.
Yes,
And
sir.
me, I am of the best generation, the Zennials, who's not quite Gen X
Gen
and not
X
quite
is
a
the
millennial.
best.
I drank from the hose, and I used crank windows.
You're out of your mind. I had from the 90s, like late 90s to 2015, 14. That was the golden age of television for kids.
That
You're
was...
out of your
No,
goddamn
I'm not. No, I am not.
Oh,
What
shit.
toys am I playing with from 19
Exactly.
or 2015? None. I still be buying He-Man. I still be buying Transformers. I still buying Batman the
I
Animated.
want to personally blame your generation
Although-
for messing everything up for
You know
us.
what? You know what? I feel like, which you can attest to, that might be coming back around because what
Yes.
comic just hit shops last week? Ben
Ben
10.
10. Ben 10.
Me and Mike both sound like,
I get 40 new comic books a week. Like
I'm still waiting for mine. Just saying.
You can stop at the store after this.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to hit the ground running.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Well, actually, you know what?
We should start with Kev.
No,
or me.
I think we should start with
Start
you.
with the oldest
and
one
I mean
first.
that this is not a generationalist attack here. I
It is.
promise.
Start
This
with
is-
the grandpa.
This is out of respect.
Start with the
And
grandpa.
this is brought to you by Cola Champagne.
Cola champagne is dope, by the way. As the first time I tried it,
I just had them try it.
it is very good, and I will be venturing into the city to try to get some.
And Mike will grab one for me.
So,
Good luck.
You ass.
so for me, I obviously am an 80s baby, 90s baby. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. 90s, I was a teenager. So I'm going to stick to the 80s.
I
For
like that.
me, because I think me and you will have a lot of the same in the 90s because we're only 8 years apart. And we are like 28 years apart. So for me, top 3, and we're starting
Starting
with
at the
number
bottom.
3. Oh, that is so hard.
If you had a shitty day, bro.
If I had a shitty day and I wanted to sit down and watch something that was going to elevate my spirits,
Bring in that nice nostalgic mood.
I think it would be He-Man would be my number 3. He-Man would definitely be number 3 for me. It was just great. Like me and my older brother, my younger brother, Danny and Dave, we would sit there and we would just watch it. Saturday morning cartoons. For us, it was different. It wasn't a bowl of cereal because we've been drinking coffee since we were like 2 years old. My mama used to put it in our bottles. So
My mom used to give me chocolate milk and be like, "Here's your coffee," and I was like, "Great."
Me and my brother
Love you,
Dave
Mom.
particularly would take a long Amoroso roll from the corner store from Mr. Lee's at 600 Park, and we would slather in peanut butter and cut it in half and sit there with like a mug of coffee and a piece of peanut butter bread, and we sit there and eat that while we watch our cartoons. Like literally, that was our breakfast. We grew up poor, but we love
Sad.
peanut butter bread.
Yup.
It's not sad. It was delicious. But yeah, I grew up very poor. So like that was our thing. And we had a little, I don't know, 13-inch black and white tube TV.
Yeah.
With the
Not
thing on the
tube,
back.
color. And it would be like click, 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 click. And it had the antennas. Dude, it was just a different time. You had to be there every week to watch the episode because there was no reruns for Saturday for cartoons. You would have to wait to the end of the season where they would start replaying everything again after school.
Nobody had VCRs either.
No.
They were expensive. They were like $800 back then.
We had one.
Did you?
Yeah, we had one.
I don't want to know how.
And we had one. And we would take like cardboard from like the cereal boxes.
Yeah.
And then we would fold it and put it in the tab.
Yep.
And put a piece of tape over
Right.
it so you can actually record.
Yes, sir.
The thing.
The VHS tapes, the one side of it that doesn't flip up, the complete opposite side has a little tab that if it's broken, you can't record over it. But if you put tape and like something over it, you can record.
Yeah.
So,
but going back to He-Man, I'm going to go on He-Man real quick. He was just larger than life. He was Prince Adam, who became this hero, who just saved his family and took care of them. And you had Orko, and you had Battle Cat, and it was a great time. It's nostalgic. I loved it. So for me, that would be my number 3. If I had to go, it would be He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
who's your favorite character from that series? In the series of amazing characters that still sell to this day.
Not being He-Man. It's hard because I love Orko.
Yeah.
Orko was hilarious.
Yeah, he's good.
I loved him. I loved Cringer. But I love Hordash.
Oh, Hordak was
he's actually from She-Ra, but I
was
love
a
villains.
despicable dude.
I love
Like, you think
Hordash.
Skeletor's bad? At least that dude laughed.
Until next time. But yeah, for me, it was definitely Hordash for villains. Orko was my dude. I loved Orko.
What was your favorite He-Man toy, if you had them?
Battle Cat.
Dope. Good answer,
Battle
man.
Cat
Good
was-
answer. I feel like
I didn't have any of it. My brother Danny had the entire collection, and I got to play with it, obviously, because we're 2 years apart. But he had Castle Grayskull, he had He-Man, he had all the toys. This kid was spoiled by his godmother, and I enjoyed the fruits of that labor.
I have a very similar story. My brother Patrick, he was very much into the Masters of the Universe, and I was still in very early ages. We'll talk like 3, maybe. And I remember playing with Two Bad, the guy with the 2 heads.
Yes.
I remember playing with like Ram Man. There was a guy who had like a wheel. I think his name was like Spinner or something, but he had like a wheel and you could like race him.
Stinkor?
Stinkor. We did not have Stinkor.
And the guy, Ram Man was my dude, too.
Yeah, Ram Man was dope.
And then the dude that had the 3 faces that would spin.
Oh, Many Faces.
When you would turn the top or press it down, I don't remember.
Many Faces, and there was Triclops. I feel like there was so many
Trapjaw.
cool ideas.
Dude, did you know the story behind... I'm sorry, I'm getting a tangent, but the story behind Trapjaw...
No, go for it.
Trapjaw was not... He tried to overthrow Skeletor.
Really?
And he was normal. He didn't... Skeletor beat him so bad that he ripped his jaw off. And
He
gave
knocked
him
the
Trapjaw
biscuits out of him.
and ripped his arm off because he tried to overthrow him. To this day, Skeletor is still scared of Trapjaw because he almost took down Skeletor.
So obviously Starscream didn't hear that story.
No, Starscream did not hear that story. But
Awesome.
yeah, so going into the next generation, Miguelito over here.
I'm going to have to go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
It debuted somewhere around 1986,
1985.
1987.
Yes.
Turtle Mania was the first true thing that hit me, and I still have I still carry it to this day. I remember watching the cartoon growing up. My mom, I love you, Mom, she made sure I had as many of the toys as I possibly could. I remember I still hunt toys to this day because of that. But Turtle Mania, Cowabunga, it was just it hit at the right age for me. And watching the cartoon now, maybe not so great,
not so
but we got Cam Clark in it. We got Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and we got Krang and Shredder. What are you doing? Like, I just absolutely remember, especially that first season of them getting the turtle van up the steps and like decking it out. And we had Baxter Stockman. Me and my brother used to play Ninja Turtles. I feel like once Masters of the Universe kind of phased out, we jumped into like Ninja Turtles hard.
Never phased out.
in the Berry household, it kind of got a little eclipsed.
I enjoyed the Turtles. I know Kev's a huge fan of the Turtles. Also, I didn't get too big into the Turtles.
Me neither.
I was a little older at that point, and they were cool, and I like them. But they just, when I got into them was in the 90s.
Yes.
So, like, I was watching the reruns. And my dude was Ralph.
Yeah, Raphael is my favorite.
Yeah, he is definitely my favorite. He is,
I watched the 2 live action movies first. That's how I started with it. And then I watched the animated series, I think, in early 2000s.
The Fox one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I skipped that one.
Great theme song, too. One of the best
yeah.
theme songs.
Oh, speaking of theme songs, I think that theme song hits so flippin' hard. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Raphael's cool but rude. Michelangelo, he's a party dude.
Cheesy.
It hits so dang hard.
It was 80s.
Yeah.
And like
80s.
it just it pumped you up and it got you in the mood and like you just wanted to sit there, watch it, play with the toys. I carry it so fondly that I was able to pass it on to my daughter, and she got all my Ninja Turtle toys that were left, and she still carries it. And we still talk Ninja Turtles to this day. Her favorite is Michelangelo. My favorite has always been Raphael. Much to again the surprise of my mom, who would a lot of times come home with Michelangelo stuff, and she'd be like, "It's your friend." I'm like, "No." And then my grandpa, my grandpa called me Michelangelo all the time.
Really?
Yes.
I thought you were Michelangelo.
Exactly. Everyone. Yeah. I absolutely love that. But yeah, Ninja Turtles books, music, cartoon hit so hard, and built the foundation of geekdom that I have today.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
That
Kevin?
leads us to the millennial.
The best era. But let me ask you guys this. When you guys are watching your cartoons, how many channels did you guys watch?
3?
I'm,
4.
I might have had cable, so I might have had like 60 channels.
I did not have cable. So for me, it was 3, 6, 10, 12, 17, 29, 57, and the Spanish channel, Telemundo, Univision. So that's all we had, and like clack, 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 clack. And then if you remember the 90s, we got the Comcast Hot Box, the brown one.
I remember that.
With all the stolen channels.
The little black one that had all the little buttons on the top.
On the top. And that was amazing. Like, for a kid that had, like, not to say I didn't have nothing, because we grew up in a house, a loving house with 3 bedrooms, 6 kids. My sister was lucky. She was the only girl, so she got her own room. And then us 5 boys would share one room. And then my mom and dad. But there was always love in our house. There was always all that stuff. We might not have had money and stuff like that, but my mom would try to find a way to get us what we wanted. My dad was cheap. Like, this dude is so hard with money. Like, trying to get it's like trying to get lemonade out of an orange. It was like that. But yeah, it was just the 80s were different. But
How many channels do you have, Kev?
Let me tell you.
300 plus.
Now, this is me, because I loved watching cartoons when I was a kid. Every channel had something that I loved, from Cartoon Network, Disney, Boomerang, PBS Kids.
Guy.
I didn't get Cartoon Network till I was in
PBS Kids, Noggin, Nick, Nickelodeon, Nick Jr. Like, I had almost like 10 channels to watch.
Well, I watched all that with by the time that came about, like, not by the time, because we had all that. Later in the 90s, we had all that. I think that started coming around. We had cable in the 90s. I want to start like 95, 96, and when we started, but they didn't have all. They had like the Disney Channel, and that was it.
I feel like
they had
like
Nickelodeon, and that was it. Now you got Disney Junior, Disney Plus, Disney this, like Disney Junior.
We had like CBS, Fox, WB, and USA for all like the really weird ones. But go on, him.
Yeah, again, golden age of television. I could
spoiled age of television.
Nah,
Young as shit.
Hey man, it happened. It was a great time, and again, golden age from like 90, like a little 90s to like 2016 for me was like it. I could talk a whole podcast about every show that us kids around that time watched. My number 3, it's something that I continue to play to this day. Pokemon.
Okay.
Pokemon, I started out watching the cartoon.
As did I.
And it started a whole thing. Like it started out with the game, red and blue.
I had blue.
Right. And now you have the cartoon, which is still going. It's not Ash, because everyone makes fun of Ash because he never grew up. Yeah. But I don't know.
That's how I felt. No idea.
That's how. That's
why I think this is a great episode because
I know
we can bounce it.
Yeah. I know Pokemon. I don't know Pokemon. I know of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And besides, Retreat Cost is right next door to me,
yes,
so
sir.
I see the craziness.
Yes.
Like Pokemon's fucking ridiculous.
It's the cards.
Like it's the cards.
Yeah.
That shit is just like I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but
money.
It's all about money, and like as a comic book store owner, I hate it because it's like, and I don't mean just with Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. I hate when the hobby becomes more about money than the actual hobby.
Yes, sir.
Like there should be love. Like these scalpers, these a-holes that go in there and take everything at regular price and then try to sell it to a kid for triple the amount. Most of these kids want these cars because they want these cars. I've seen other comic book stores, and I will mention no names. When Absolute Batman came out, it was $4.99.
Mm-hmm.
I sold all my copies for $4.99. There were other stores the day that came out selling it for $20.
Exactly.
Maybe that makes me a dumbass businessman. And maybe that's why I'm in the situation where I'm at, where like Baby Gorilla maybe not be thriving as much as these other comic book stores, because I refuse to do that. I refuse to price gouge.
I think scalping is a topic that maybe we can hold for another, because I got a whole action figure collecting thing. Kevin. Pokemon.
But no, it's still going to this day. Gen 10 is coming out next year. Everyone's excited for that. And I don't know what it was. I think it was just the fact that you had these outrageous creatures that kind of are like animals that we have now. Like a dog that is huge. And I hate Pikachu, but that's just me. But just getting away from this reality to the world where like you have these creatures and pets that you can battle with and go travel with. Like it's just I don't know what it was for me. It was just the thrill of catching all the Pokemon in the games, and
gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah, that's another theme song, man. That's a
the
banger.
Poke Rap. Everyone knows the Poke Rap.
Yeah,
like
I'm not gonna do it.
I remember seeing Pokemon with my son Alex, and like we're talking 2002, 2003. He's like 3 years old at the time, and he was into it. And the only thing I ever remember from Pokemon is the one movie, I think it was the Mewtwo movie, where Ash dies or turns into stone.
Yes.
And that's all I remember, and it was sad.
Yes, it was.
And I always do it. My wife's like, that never happened. And I'm like, Pikachu. And where he's trying to get Ash back to life. I'm like, but like, that's all I know. And I know there's a genuine love. And I love the idea of Pokemon. I love, like, it's a card game and it's fun and you got to catch them all and all that. And I get why people love it. I was surprised that it was still a thing in 2022 when I opened up Baby Gorilla Comics and there was a Pokemon store next to it.
Yes.
I didn't even know of Pokemon. I thought that thing died out.
You have well, it has been on like a little like, what's the right word for it? Pokemon right now kind of is a little flat for a lot of fans. And the card game kind of saved them. Yeah. With all the different arts. The arts are beautiful. Like, if you look at, like, all the, like, rare cards and full arts and everything, it's a beautiful card to look at, no matter what it is. But the video games are still going. They still make a ton of money on the video games, because I play the video games. And
I know. I buy them for both my kids.
Yeah. So, and then the cartoon is still going, even though it's not Ash Ketchum anymore, even though they finally got him to win the whole thing. But
did Brock ever settle down?
We don't know.
Really?
Whatever happened
That
with
dude
T-Rock?
Actually, no.
That was the ladies' man of the Pokemon universe.
Sorry. In the previous before Ash won the whole championship, Brock became a full-time nurse.
Okay. With Nurse Judy?
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
So let's bring it back to you.
Who was your favorite Pokemon in the cartoon?
Talking about Gen 1?
Yes.
Dragonite.
Okay.
Dragonite. I love Dragonite. He reminds me of me. He's just a big guy. He's just a friendly guy. He just wants to hug.
How many times did you guess the Pokemon right between commercials?
All the time. I think one time I got it wrong, like by accident. I said one. I think it was like a Nidorino. By accident, I said Nidoran, and it showed up. I was like, "Damn it!"
And your mom in the background, come on!
No, I don't know where my mom was, but I didn't get yelled at.
Did you watch it before or after school? Because I remember
It was after.
I was in
after.
middle school when I started watching. I remember watching it like before school because I remember getting on the bus one day and it was like the episode in the cave or something where Charizard's like tail keeps Ash warm or something.
Yes.
And like,
All
dude,
the Pokemon keep Ash warm. Yeah, 'cause
I was
they're
like,
trapped in there.
"Ah!"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I was like, I'm gonna put my new metal on and then try to get not
Try to
get
get
so
through my
sad.
day.
I'm gonna listen to my Korn albums.
I could tell you
Corn
what.
and Pokemon, I'm sure they go together well.
Yeah. I could tell you like what cartoons I was watching before school.
Yeah.
I remember like to this day. Tis a memory. So, but and right now the video games is they're doing they released a game called Pokemon Champions. And it's an online thing where it's competitive. Pokemon fans now love the competitive side, especially with not only with the cards but with the video game where you can collect all these Pokemon and you can battle everybody just for the fun of it. Like it's fun.
Sounds good. Jose, number two?
He mentioned Saturday morning cartoons, and I was like, wait, did I watch any cartoons in the morning? No, I used to watch the news every morning before going to school.
Ooh,
Like,
geek, mister.
I literally used to watch Fox News every morning before going to school. And then I was different. But like Saturday morning cartoons, I remember like the Jetsons, Fred Flintstone. Like we'll go into that. But for number two for me would have to be Thundercats. As you can tell by the short moments up there.
Yep.
Thundercats, Lino, Snarf, Panthro, Tigra, the twins, Wily Cat, Wily Kitten, Mumbra. It was just huge. Jaga. Yeah, I just loved it. It was larger than life. The character was huge. Seeing Lino grow up within the spaceship and then following his journey as he learns to become a leader for the first time in his life. Like, this dude was a kid 5 minutes ago when his ship left, you know, and when he got to Earth, I think it's Earth, you know, or whatever. Third Earth.
And then he wakes up and sees Chitara for the first time and instantly becomes a man.
But, like, I loved, like, my favorite character besides Snarf and Lino was Panthro.
Yes, sir.
Panthro was my dude. Like, Panthro was no nonsense. He, like...
He had the nunchucks.
He had the nunchucks. Oh, man. It was so awesome. Chitara was sexy as hell as a kid.
The stick that grew.
Yo. She made my stick grow.
Right?
What did he say?
But you older kids will get, you younger kids will get that later.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was the whole villain Mumbra trying to take over.
Mumbra, what was it? The ever living?
Mumbra, the ever living. And it was so great. I'm sorry. This is me. This is my nerd out scene. Yeah, it was the battle tank was massive. Had these big ass claws. Then you had the lair. I forgot the name of the lair.
Oh, it's not
With
Eternia. What the hell is the name
cat,
of it?
The panther head. And they had the toys for it. Super 7 just released.
Tower of Omens?
I don't remember. It was huge.
Yeah, I want to say Tower of Omens.
It
I
might,
could be
yeah,
wrong.
you might be right. But for me, that's my number 2. I absolutely adored it. And Snarf, Lionel.
I feel the closest I ever came to the Thunder Tank and the Tower of Omens, whatever it's called, is the JCPenney's catalog that came out that year where we had these little pictures where it was like, Mommy, Betty's. And you remember checking them off and being like...
No, but why you say that, I do remember for all my homies in the hood, your parents got a finger hut catalog. And that's where my mama used to do our Christmas shopping. Pick it now, pay for it later. It literally, you would get a catalog. It's called Finger Hut, and you would shop at home. And my mom would do all our shopping in the Finger Hut catalog.
Really?
If not, it was Kmart. Kmart or Caldor?
Definitely. Oh, dude, I love Caldor. Dude, I have some
know
good
what Caldor
memories.
is?
You know
I know
what?
Kmart,
You know
I know.
Franco
Yeah.
Mills Walmart? Or the old Franco Mills Walmart?
Yeah.
That used to be a Caldor. People
Yeah.
used to ride up and down on roller skates in there, man.
Yeah,
I got my original Razor and Toka figure from there, and I got my Man Bat from
Yeah.
the Batman
They
animated
went out
series.
of business in the 90s.
Yeah, dude, I loved Caldor.
Mid-90s, but Caldor was my spot.
Yep.
Caldor and Kmart for all my toys, clothing, and
Definitely Kmart.
Mine was Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Now here's a serious question, man. Who wins in a fight? Snarf or Orko?
Oracle's magic.
You think?
Yeah.
You don't think Snarf's gonna sit there like
No.
drink a Red Bull, get some of that
Snarf.
catnip, and then scratch his eyes out?
Yo, he was like Cringer, but never turned into Batter Cat. Like he was, I know, I need your help. Like it was funny. He was just a big puss, literally. But yeah, Oracle's definitely taking it to
Yeah.
Although they're both scaredy cats. Yeah.
I guess.
But I think Oracle, he's got no legs.
Big shout out.
How would you feel if they did a live action Thundercats?
I can't wait. I'm dying for a lot. And that's why Voltron has to do well, which I'm pissed because Prime is releasing it in straight to stream instead of movie theaters. I wanted to see that shit on on the big screen, IMAX, 4K, Voltron.
Tell me you don't have faith in something by telling me you don't have faith in something.
Exactly. Tell me that there's not going to be a sequel because you're taking it right to stream.
Exactly.
Like, it's just the dumbest shit ever. Like, I don't know. Hopefully AMC does a screening for it because I don't care. I'll pay the $20. I want to see Voltron on a big screen.
Every time I think of Thundercats, there is a nostalgic hit for me, and I loved it. But there is a 2011 remake that came out on Cartoon Network that totally kind of grounds
Yes.
in a decent way, and it's actually on Amazon Prime, and it's maybe 8 or 10 episodes. Every single episode is fire. They do the burbles right. Snarf is actually pretty cool in it.
Oh, really?
And absolutely worth your
I
time
never
if you
saw
could ever
that
check
one.
it out.
I saw the Netflix Voltron, which was really good. Netflix rebooted Voltron. as a
Legendary
cartoon,
Defender.
And it was really, really
Yep.
good. So I'm looking forward to still seeing that somehow. If I have to go to AMC Neshaminy and be like, hey, how much to play this? And I'll watch
There's
it.
a movie theater up in, I want to say it's in Chalfont. It's called the Tower Cinema. And for $250, you can rent out the entire theater and play whatever movie you want.
It looks like we're going to have a Voltron screen.
And I think that's a pretty good idea.
But how would you feel if the Thundercats looked like the live action Cats Broadway show?
No, that
I need
would
no more
be
nightmare fuel,
beyond
pal. And thanks for
pissed
putting that
off.
in my head.
They did a fake trailer for Thundercats, and you can look it up on YouTube. It's like Vin Diesel as Panthro, which sucks. Lionel's played by Brad Pitt.
And it's the stuff from,
Not
Achilles. Troy. That's what
yeah.
it is. Yeah, and dude, he looks so
And he
good.
looks just like Lionel. But it's not. Henry Cavill should play Lionel.
Yep.
Like, he's got the build for it. Put the long hair on him. He has the look. Just give him some face makeup. It has to be practical. It can't be CGI. It has to look good. And Chitara, come on. Who anybody wants to see Chitara
Right.
live screen? You got a
Talk
CGI
about like
snarf.
sight beyond sight, man. I
Yeah.
can see Chichara all day.
Panthro's badass. The twins, Mumbra, his transformation on the big screen would be amazing. Yeah, but I
Dude, Mummer had his own tank in the remake. I'm getting way off topic
Yeah.
here.
Michael, you're number 2.
My number 2. All right, everyone, sit back down, and we're gonna take a trip back to 1994 Disney Channel. There was the Disney afternoon where we got DuckTales.
I was just gonna say DuckTales.
DuckTales. We got Darkwing Duck. We got the gummy bears, and then Disney dropped something.
Bears.
You remember the Gummy Bears show?
No.
It's actually pretty good.
No.
Disney dropped something unlike they've ever dropped before or since. It was a TV show called Gargoyles.
Yes.
It opens up in 936 AD Scotland with Vikings attacking a castle at sunset. And everybody in the castle was like, just wait. And these Vikings, they storm up the castle, and there's these statues sitting on the walls, and they're gargoyles. And the captain of the guard says, just wait. Sun goes down. These statues start cracking. And up comes Goliath. And he picks up a Viking by the hand and holds him over the edge. The Viking takes his sword and slams it down, and Goliath grabs it. And blood comes out of Goliath's hand on a Disney afternoon cartoon, dude. Set the stage for one of the defining things of my life. I absolutely adore this show. It tackles themes that were so far outside of normal cartoons for kids.
Yes.
With it, they do Shakespeare. There's an episode where the one human gets shot by her own gun, but it's held by one of the gargoyles. Yeah, Elisa.
Okay, Elisa, yeah.
There is themes of greed. There is themes of it's amazing, and the voice talent. Keith David, I was lucky enough to meet that guy. If you have the chance, meet your heroes, man.
He's actually going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Oh, I can't wait,
He was
dude.
cast
He's
in
got one
Spider-Man
of
Brand New Day. We don't know
amazing,
who, but he is cast, and I second that. That show for the 90s, I was in my teenage years, was a show that I came home every day to watch after school.
I rushed home to watch it.
And if you like Chitara, you're going to like Demonia.
Right? Demona, come on, man. Mike, why do you like crazy chicks with like red hair and like that have serious issues? And why do you think you can fix them? Because Demona.
I could save her.
I can save Demona to this day.
That show was so good, and it was
there were so many
its
layers
time.
to it.
And when that first episode was so good, especially after they fell asleep and they figured that Goliath left for something, and then they destroyed them after the sun came up. And Goliath came back and found all his friends destroyed.
He picks up them stones, speaking of Demona, and he goes, my angel of the night.
Yes.
And he throws it, dude. He reaches up to the sky and yells. His eyes start glowing, and Goliath is pissed.
And this whole time, she backstabbed his ass.
Right,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
that's a whole nother thing. But what happens is Goliath goes and he ends up attacking the Vikings, and it turns out that the captain of the castle ended up betraying the gargoyles and selling them out.
Yep.
And at the same time, a sorcerer casts a spell on the gargoyles and freezes them in stone until the castle arises above the clouds. Goliath defeats the bad guy, and he's left by himself, and he sees his friends frozen. And there was a moment that I didn't realize until I was well into my 30s.
It's here.
Goliath, he asks the sorcerer to cast the spell one more time, not knowing that he will ever wake up.
Yeah.
Goliath agrees to just about self-terminate. He doesn't know he will ever wake up because his friends, his family, everyone is
There's no
gone.
point in going on.
And exactly.
And
There's no point for
he
him.
turns into stone, there's a tear come down his eye.
Cast your spell one more time.
Yeah.
And
It
then
was so good.
we cut to David Xanatos. He buys the castle, lifts it above the clouds, and
In New York City.
In New York City, 1993, New York City. No cell phones, no nothing. But same thing, Disney afternoon, and someone says to Xanatos, it's like, this is an incredible undertaking. How much does it cost? And he says something along the lines of like, pay a man enough, and he'll walk barefoot through hell. On Disney afternoon, son.
The Gargoyles was just
It's so ahead of its time.
The Gargoyles was just it.
I was so happy. The latest 3 or 4 years, Greg Weisman ended up picking up the series from where it left off in season 2. We're not going to talk about season 3 because it is not canon. And he did it in a comic book form, and it was amazing. And I'm very happy that we are getting the Gargoyles content that we are getting now. It changed my life. It introduced me to a lot of themes that I would never have been introduced to. Shakespeare, just so many things. Beautiful, beautiful series.
Who would you say was your favorite character besides Goliath? Because I know Goliath has to be number one. Goliath's the number one for. I named my dog Goliath.
Yeah.
Because of the cartoon.
My favorite toy was Lexington.
Okay.
The little tech dude.
Yeah.
Because he reminded me of Robin. But Demona, me and my brother fought over a Demona figure because we could only get one. And me and my brother, like, went at it. Because I was like, I want the Demona figure. He's like, no, I'm keeping it. And like, whew.
Which brings us to Kevin and
Okay.
his number 2.
Yeah, my number 2. My number 2, this show started something that makes me who I am today. And it was the late 90s, early 2000s animated Spider-Man series.
Very good.
Is that the Fox Kids one with the Spider-Man?
No.
Spider-Man.
No, that's an early
That's-
91s.
That's not the Shocker one?
The one that he yells, Shocker! Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
That's the one you're talking
That's
about?
the- yeah.
All right. Yeah.
The theme song was, I think it's the lead guitarist for Aerosmith that played the
Yeah.
guitar. Yeah. Yeah, that series, from the moment I saw, I remember the episode 2 that I watched the very first time. It was the Green Goblin episode.
Mm-hmm.
My first episode watching was Green Goblin, and to this day I still say Green Goblin is my favorite Spider-Man villain of all time because of that series.
Norman's on sabbatical.
and then we got Willem Dafoe, who is my favorite Spider-Man villain live action.
Forever.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody could ever play him again.
No.
Like after Willem, he is the Green Goblin. Like he just killed that role.
Yeah.
But the cartoon, I remember seeing that too.
Yeah, the cartoon was dope.
Because I still watch cartoons to this day, and I'm 48. Like,
Yeah.
so like I see the newer stuff with my kids now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a great cartoon.
You gave us so many arcs. You give us it ends that goddamn cliffhanger. Him trying to find Mary Jane in the web of
Yeah, that was the latest episode.
Isn't that where the new Spider-Man for Disney Plus continues from that?
No,
series?
they were
Or is that
sprinkled.
the
They were
94?
sprinkled into X-Men '98 in the background, where it was Peter and Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they let you
There's
know.
still hope.
Yeah, they let you know he ended up fighting her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, oh my god.
But there's supposed to be a cartoon coming out for that too.
I would
I would
watch it.
100%
Yeah,
be down
I think
for that.
Disney's coming out with a cartoon that's going to be part of that.
They give us so many arcs too, and a lot with the multiverse, and with something we may see in July, they gave us Man-Spider.
Yep.
They gave us Man-Spider. They gave us Morbius and Punisher, and I believe they changed the Sinister Six name. I forget what it originally was called. They called it in the show, but they didn't call it Sinister Six.
Oh, jeez.
For some like legal thing. I forget what it was.
Yeah. Sony. Probably screwed that
No,
up,
I was
too.
before Sony bought it.
Yeah, it was. I believe it was just like, oh, this is a kid show. We should name them Sinister
Yeah.
Six or something along those lines. And I think the
Pussies.
only villain we never got was Sandman in that show.
I feel like he might have been.
No, he
I
wasn't.
feel like I had like a Sandman toy. It was Hydro Man.
Hydro Man was.
It was freaking Hydro Man.
because
There was rights to Sandman, right? That they couldn't use him or something like that.
I believe so. And I remember Hydro Man vividly because he loved Mary Jane, and they made the doctor that made Hydro Man gave MJ the same serum, and the real MJ is missing somewhere, but Peter married that.
Oh, really?
That
He
MJ.
married the clone? I
He
never
married the
watched
clone.
that.
He married the clone, and she still because all she can remember is Peter and everything else. Like she doesn't know anything about her ability.
She
Like
doesn't
she's a
know
clone. Yeah.
She's a
So.
clone.
And then once Peter finally took down the doctor, or something along those lines, as Hydro Man started to dissolve, so does MJ.
Oh man,
She the last thing she said was like,
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
no, close. She said, even though I was a clone or like something along those lines, but you give me the best years of my life for you because of you. I love you, Tiger, or something like that.
Oh man, see,
And
Poor
he,
Peter.
instead of Shocker, he's like screaming Mary Jane, and like, as the whole lab starts to get flooded with water, he's
Yeah.
still in there, and he's just crying because she's gone.
see what I loved
have
about
to
that
watch
series. That is me too. Like how I learned so much of like Spider-Man's rogue gallery, and like it really introduced me to like Mysterio, who's still like one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
They had probably the best Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah,
And the Venom saga in that was amazing.
so
like
good.
I still hear like that's still his voice, the "We are Venom."
I love the color palette with him. They didn't make him just like black and purple.
Yeah.
It's the red and the blue.
Yes.
outlines.
It's amazing.
It's great. But yeah, that's where my comic books nerdness started.
That's where it all started.
That's where it all started for me.
Now we know why he's Spider.
That's the first time that I got introduced to Blade. That's the real first introduction to Punisher for me.
Blade.
Nick Fury.
Yeah.
So many.
And that was
characters.
the white.
Yeah, that was the David Hasselhoff Nick Fury. Also, there was Captain America was in that cartoon. I feel
Yeah,
like
they
the
did,
real introduction to Captain America for me. The Wolverine. There were so many crossovers in that series. It was
Because
really good.
I remember as the man spider thing started happening, he went to Professor X for help,
Yes.
and they said we can't do anything for you here. Like there's nothing.
Dude, I've never watched this. Like, I seriously got to go
Dude,
watch
it's good.
it. It sounds good.
Yeah.
So,
What that really introduced me to, and the most important Spider-Man connection I ever had, was when they brought in Madam Web.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't believe that's how deep they went, though. I feel like they really went into the lore of Spider-Man.
they use old Madam Web with the sunglasses.
Yes,
and
sir.
The white
Yep.
ponytail.
And that's-
She had the bandana around
And
her
like,
eyes.
really, that's like the first time I ever remember like the multiverse being used, because I think they brought in like there was
Multiple Spider-Man.
armored Spider-Man was in that.
Ben Riley.
Ben Riley.
They brought a man spider.
Yep.
But they Man was using her powers to keep that side from taking over.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, it happens later on in the episode. I forget what other Spider-Man
That show introduced me to the Prowler too.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot of nostalgia and a lot of love for that series. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan in the
many-
world.
They gave us an evil Spider-Man. I forget what's his name, but it's like it was Ben Riley's story. The clone Spider-Man lose himself to the symbiote,
Yeah.
and they gave us an Uncle Ben send off with him and the real Peter,
Really?
and he sacrifices himself. He goes into the portal and kills himself.
Oof. It's a good series, dude. You got to watch it.
I will.
But yeah, that's my number 2.
Number 2.
Mr. Jose.
One of the greatest.
What
theme
is
songs
your
of all
number
time.
one?
God,
Most
number
important,
one?
nostalgic. You have a shitty day, and you just kind of want to fade into them happy Saturdays. What are you watching?
Autobots transform. For me, it will be and always will be Transformers. If you look through here, there's a lot of stuff with robots and Transformers, Dinobots, especially. Transformers for me is peak. Like, that is the ultimate grail for me. 1985 movie where Optimus Prime dies.
Prime, you can't.
I was upset about it, but I was so happy Hot Rod got it. Like, I'm a huge Rodimus Prime fan, although he doesn't get the love that, Bitch Prime does. Because I love Optimus Prime, but he's another one. Like, dude, when will you ever win a fight? But, like, the cartoon, it was so beyond its time. Like, for these giant sized robots that can transform, it was just larger than life. And as a kid, I could remember, like, my dad driving us to, like, Neshaminy State Park from Northville.
Yeah.
And, like, for us, it was like a 45, 50-minute ride. It was far. And to me, at least as a kid. And I would sit out the back of his van, and I would look at other trucks. And I would I would picture them in my head transforming. Mm-hmm. Like, I'd see a big-ass semi. I'm like, transform Optimus Prime. And, like, as a kid, I always had this imagination with the robots and the Transformers. And it was just, I love it. And it's hard to pick a favorite, although Rodimus Prime is great. Megatron is great. Starscream is a clown. I love that dude. But for me, the ultimate is Grimlock. The Dinobots, any combiner was my shit.
Yep.
Like, the bigger the robot, the better it was. The Destructicons, when they made, I was so happy when they made the Dinobots Volcanus.
Yeah.
And made them a combined robot. I love them all. So for me, my top one forever will be Transformers. I love the Michael Bay movies, although some of them are horrific and much better than others. Some are better than others. I still love them. I'll still watch them because I love the Transformers. I love Bumblebee.
I feel especially that first one kind of really hit a sweet spot.
Oh, my God.
Something special.
When I saw that first Transformers movie with Optimus Prime and Peter Cullen was doing the voice, Peter Cullen, like, he is as iconic as Kevin Conroy is to Batman.
Yes.
Like, that is the equivalent. And when he came on, I was scared that they were going to, it's been so long since the cartoons and stuff when that movie came out, that I wasn't sure if they were going to do, I wasn't following the cartoons, the more recent ones. So I wasn't sure if they were going to use Peter Cullen or not. But when they did, and the whole movie, and they came to Earth, and I loved it. It's still one of my favorite movies of all time. Transformers is number one for me.
Transformers definitely hit me. My introduction to Transformers was another Saturday morning cartoon called Beast Wars.
Oh, okay. Never watched Beast Wars.
It probably doesn't hold up anymore because it is like the early days of CGI. But I started watching Beast Wars before I realized it was Transformers.
When they told me they're making Optimus Prime a goddamn gorilla. And don't get me wrong.
Dude, that should be right up your alley.
I know, because Baby Gorilla Comics. I have a tattoo of 2 gorillas on my arm. I loved it, but it wasn't Optimus Prime to me. Like Optimus Primal.
Yep.
He's badass, dude, and they did him greatly in the movie in Beast what's the movie?
Machines?
Rise of the Beast.
Yeah.
In Transformers, I thought they did it great. I thought it was a great movie.
Ron Perlman, I believe, right? Yeah.
It was a great movie, and but I never saw the cartoon, and I have no want to see the cartoon. When they opened that up with Scourge coming to their planet, and it was so great.
Who is the bigger villain, Megatron or Galvatron?
Is Megatron the villain?
Megatron is Galvatron.
Yeah, I know, but like
Megatron is Galvatron.
That animated Transformers movie we just got recently.
Oh, I didn't watch all that.
Yeah,
Transformers
it
1?
was good. Transformer 1 was a good movie. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, making Thor the voice of Prime. It shouldn't have been. At the end of the movie, I was good with it until the end of the movie. The end of the movie, when he turned into Prime, his voice should have turned into Peter Cullen's voice.
That makes sense.
Like, that's what should have happened, and they ruined it for me.
Let's set the stage for the Transformers movie. We got Optimus Prime, hole in that trailer. He jumps a semi-truck with the trailer, puts the trailer off, does a flip, pulls out the cannon, caps people left and right, falls down and says, Megatron, one shall stand, one shall fall.
Megatron will always win that fight.
And he does.
Because
and Prime
Optimus
dies.
Prime doesn't have the balls to do what's necessary, just like Batman. He won't take the extra. If he just kills Megatron, although if he kills Megatron, he has to deal with Starscream.
Yes, and
I think Starscream is so unpredictable and such a loose cannon that he would create more damage than Megatron.
He does, and I love he picks up Megatron. They get inside Astro Train. They fly off into space, and Astro Train's like, "Oh, we're slowing down." And he's like, we need to jettison more weight." And he, "So long, Megatron. I still function.
Yeah.
Dude, skipping a beat. He's just like
Kicked him right off the damn.
throws him right
Astro
out into
Train.
space.
Starscream is the best. I swear, I love his character. I
He's
love
my favorite,
how
dude.
crazy he is and what he would do to try to overthrow Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to see the Dinobots in a movie, and I need them done correctly. I need Grimlock to look like Grimlock,
That makes
Snarl to look
sense.
like Snarl, not this shit they did in a few movies ago where they introduced the Dinobots, and they're huge. They're bigger than Prime, which they should be.
Yeah.
But that didn't look like the Dinobots to me at all.
That's one thing I love about, especially the Dinobot designs. It has got this like cyberpunk edge to it, where it's like they look like robot dinosaurs, like, and it's dope. It's cool. It's an amazing design.
Grimlock's smartest transformer. Oh my god! But yeah, that's it for me. How about for you, there, buddy? What's your number one? I know what it is. I'm pretty sure I can guess it.
My number one, the most influential cartoon, my nostalgia bait. Hey Mike, you have all of these other movies to watch and all of this brand new programming, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna grab me a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. I'm gonna put it on my tray table, and I'm gonna put it on HBO Max, and I'm gonna go right to Batman the Animated Series every single time, every time.
No shit.
Yeah, it's funny because I literally just started watching it from episode 1 2 days ago, and I was just like, wow.
I envy you, my friend.
Yeah.
If I could go back and watch anything again for the first time, it would probably be Batman the Animated Series.
I just put it on the TV while I was moving some comic books around and just reorganizing the store, and I found myself just standing there in the front door because I had no customers, and I'm just sitting there watching the TV, and I'm like getting lost in watching the first episode ever when I should be working. And then a customer came in and we talked for a half hour about the show. So
when it was announced, the first episode premiered on prime time on like a Friday night, and it was an episode called On Leather Wings, and it was Man Bat. And I remember sitting down with the family and recording it. Somehow I convinced my entire family that the most important thing was Batman the Animated Series on several occasions.
Mike is also the baby of the family.
I am.
Let's throw that in there. His brother's 12 years older than him. I think he's my age. So he's the baby.
But I remember being so captivated because it was right on the heels of like Batman 89 and Batman Returns, and I was in Batmania mode, and I needed something more. And this is before the time of Google. This is before I could go out and buy comic books. And the fact that I got to experience Batman's lore through this and done so well and so definitively is I've carried it this entire time. Yeah. Kevin Conroy as Batman is perfect. I had the pleasure of meeting him when he first started doing his Wizard World tours. I paid $20 to get that man to sign a comic for me, and I explained to him how important he was to me. And I was like, "You're the voice I hear when I read Batman." And I was like, I would not be where I am without this show or you. And he's like, do you want a hug? Kevin Conroy asked me if he could hug me because he saw how emotionally invested I was, and went around the table, gave the man a hug. Someone was chopping onions, obviously, like right next to us, because my eyes started leaking. I don't know why, but it is one of my favorite.
How old were you when you got to meet him?
This was 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So it was probably about 5 years before he passed.
Damn.
It was right when I paid $20. Like the next year, he was up to like
$250 now.
Exactly. I got him to
ridiculous.
sign. The Batman Mask of the Phantasm movie came with in the VHS case. They slipped in a miniature version of the comic, and I got him to sign it. There's a moment in the movie where Batman loses his faith in everything, and he's out to kill the Joker, and he's riding on a jetpack, and Joker's like, "Stop, or you'll kill us both." And Batman's like, "Whatever it takes," and he like slams him in the ground. So I got Kevin.
That's the Batman we need.
Exactly. I got Kevin to sign it to Michael. Do whatever it takes, Kevin Conroy. And it is so important to me that I have that.
That's awesome.
Redefined Clayface, Mr. Freeze, introduced me to Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, all the characters, Jonah Hex, all the characters, all the designs. Fantastic. There's maybe, in a series that is mostly 9s and 10s, there are some 6 and 7s. But every episode hits in its own special kind of way. There's an episode called The Underdwellers where it's about these kids in the sewer, and it's stupid, but at the end of it, it still hits you in the heartstrings. There's one episode called Batman in My Basement, which might be probably the worst. Skip that one. But the toy line was fantastic. Again, my favorite Batmobile design of all time. This series is iconic and has been talked about so many times for a reason. It is peak superhero anything. Peak cartoon, peak cinema.
It might go down as the best cartoon TV show adaptation of a comic book ever made.
I believe
it
so.
might go down as the best cartoon ever made, period.
Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Again, somehow it was available in the theaters for one weekend, Christmas Day, and like December 26th, December 27th is my mom's birthday. And somehow I convinced my parents we needed to see it on December 26th, and we went and saw it GCC in Franklin Mills Mall.
GCC. Wow.
You remember that? It's a church
Where
now?
the church is now,
Yep.
yeah.
We saw it there, dude. Me sitting here at this table would not happen without Batman the Animated Series. These friendships I have would not happen without Batman the Animated Series. My moral compass was completely influenced by that show.
Wow. All right, Kevin, follow that up, buddy.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try to follow that up.
Kevin with his number one. It just came out last week.
I know. My number one, I spoke about this on the podcast a couple years ago when we were at the studio. We were talking about Cartoon Network shows.
Yep.
My number one is Ben 10. Ben 10 is my favorite non-Marvel DC hero of all time. Just like Mike, I got to meet the voice actor Yuri, who voiced Ben. Not the kid Ben, the teenage Ben for the sequel series. And I got to tell him how much he meant to me and how much his character made me who I am. It is because of his voice and how now he's Spider-Man. He's voicing Spider-Man in Marvel Rivals. He's voicing Spider-Man in the Insomniac universe. Like, he is my favorite voice actor. And I told him how much he means to me. And just like what Kevin Conroy said to you, Yuri looked at me. He's like, "Are you a hugger?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a hugger." He's like, "All right." he hugged me. He's like, "Thank you for sharing that with me."
Dude, it's always so special when you meet your heroes and they turn out to be the hero you need.
Yeah. And he told me, he was like, "Listen, I may have been a voice actor for one of your favorite cartoons, but you did it. I didn't do anything. You did it. You did. You have a podcast now. You love what you love. Like, I may have helped you, but you're the one that did it." And I guess the same guy that was cutting onions near you was cutting onions near me. Cause
it's amazing. Who goes around like these
does
conventions
that?
just cutting onions?
Who does that? Like, who the fuck does that?
Like, for me, it's like I listened to both your guys' story because you met Kevin Conroy, and I was there when you met Artie, right? Yuri. I've never experienced that. I don't know what that's like. Like, I don't have anyone. I don't know. It's kind of sad. I don't have anyone I look up to, like that. I would be like, you inspired me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. Like, I don't have that connection. If ever I was to meet anybody, and this is the only person I've ever wanted to meet in real life, was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to meet Michael Jackson just because, like most fans, you're obsessed with his music, and like, I just thought he was a decent human being. I thought he was a good person. His music was the soundtrack to my childhood.
Yeah.
You know, so all the bullshit, like, I don't know if the allegations were true or not, and I'm not getting into that. But what I knew as Michael Jackson as a kid, that was my fucking hero.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Mine
and
as well.
I wanted to perform, and I wanted to be an artist, and I wanted to be a singer and all that. Obviously, it didn't happen. But, like, for me, it would be him, and a close second, who's actually still living, would be Mark Anthony.
Okay.
Like, Mark Anthony is like the Michael Jackson of Spanish music for me. And like,
I get that.
One day I would love to meet him and actually not just meet him and shake his hand. Like, I would like to sit there for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever, and just talk about life.
Yeah.
That's it. I just want to talk. I don't want to talk about the process it took him to make an album or what happened between him and J-Lo. I just want to talk about life. I want to talk about nothing else. Just life. If that makes sense.
It does.
But I'm happy for you guys that y'all experienced that. And like,
I'm a big believer in meeting your heroes.
See, I'm a hero. I've always been told not to meet your heroes.
It is a scary situation.
So it's one of the things where like, I'm happy that you guys had that experience and you had that type of connection. And I hope to have that one day, So, like, that's the
pick someone,
awesome.
Follow your dream.
Yeah.
As cheesy as that sounds.
I choose me.
Yeah. Kevin, where did you come into Ben 10 at? Did you start from the beginning?
From the very beginning.
Dude.
On Cartoon Network 2006.
Oof.
That didn't start in 2006, did it? Yeah, shit, it did. I used to watch it with my son Alex, who's 26. He'll be 26 this year. And we watched that from the beginning, and I loved the original Ben 10.
Yeah.
I think I watched it more for me than him because I really loved it. I never saw the reboot. My son Lucas now, who's 8 years old, he loves it. He dresses up as Ben 10. He actually, I think it was the first comic book he ever read was the Ben 10 comic book that came out this week because I bring in comic books all the time. Mm-hmm. He doesn't read any of them. He sat there, read Ben 10, and was like, when's the next one coming out?
Yeah.
So
this is the first show that we're talking about that I have not seen any of. Tell me why Ben 10 is special.
Why is special? Why was Batman's the animated series special?
Because it showed me the importance of having humanity, discipline, and caring for others.
It was special because he's outside of the Watch. He's just a normal guy.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have any power. He's just
a kid.
Just a kid and a teenager who grew up who had the Watch. Which we find out originally the Watch was for his grandfather.
Okay.
Was it?
Yes, it was for Max.
Was that in the second one?
It was an alien force. He told him, Azimuth, the creator of the Omnitrix, told him that the Omnitrix was originally for his grandpa.
Would make sense.
The greatest. They call them plumbers, but they were like alien, like
yeah,
like they take care of all like alien threats and stuff. They called plumbers.
Yeah.
His grandpa was the greatest plumber that was ever alive, like ever lived. So the Omnitrix was for him, but his grandpa told him, no, Ben needs to have it because he is inspiration, not only just because he's a kid, and he may be a cocky hothead as a kid, but as he grew up, he learned how to be a leader and how to be a hero that's outside of just what he could turn into. Because Yuri said it, well, Ben said it to his parallel universe side of him. All the Ben 10s were getting erased, and he was the one Ben that didn't have the Watch didn't disappear because he didn't have it. He didn't have the Watch.
Mm-hmm.
But the Omniverse Ben gave him the Watch before he disappeared, and the last thing he said was, "It's just a gadget. Be the hero."
Oof, that hits, man.
And the reason in the very first series happened because I don't want to spoil it because if you're gonna watch it, the clone does something, and it actually is the real timeline of how everything came to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to sit down one day.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's a good show. I remember the first time it's to me, like when it first came out, it was a grandfather and his two grandkids and cousins. And no, they were his grandkids.
Well, yeah, but they were cousins.
Yeah, but they were cousins, and they would always bicker and fight. And then he got this watch, and it turned them into I think
10.
only 6 aliens or 10 in the beginning because it was just Ben 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just turned into this ice dude, Diamond
Fire
Head, guy,
Big Blast,
the big red dude,
Four-Arms.
What was your favorite one?
Out of the original 10? Damn. That's a good question.
I'm going
I've always loved Accelerate because he was a speedster.
Yeah.
Okay.
And every time before he ran, he has a mask and it goes down on his
so-
face and he runs. And
Look
he's
like an
super
ice
fast.
skater.
Yeah.
Yeah, roller skater.
He's
Yeah,
an
but
ice
he was fast. Like he was fast.
Yeah.
Gray Matter was cool because he's small, but he is the smartest alien ever.
Okay.
The alien species that Gray Matter is actually Azimuth, the creator of the Omnitrix.
Okay.
They are the smartest alien species in that universe.
and he gets all those powers when he turns into that animal.
Now,
that creature.
this show also kind of evolved as the series went on.
Yeah,
It had like
he's-
follow-up series.
Yeah, they started out when he was. It was a whole summer. The whole original series was just one summer,
Okay.
and he was 10 years old at that time. And then Alien Force, he is more of like a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
I would say probably like 15, 16, around that. Ultimate Alien was right after Alien Force, and then Omniverse was kind of a little bit after Ultimate Alien. Now, he called me Kevin. Yuri called me Kevin 11. Kevin 11 is one of the best arcs in that series, because he originally was Ben's, like, besides Vilgax, his biggest rival.
Okay.
He can absorb, like, he's basically like absorbing man. He can absorb anything.
Yeah.
So Kevin absorbs his Omnitrix, and all the DNA collides with him because of all the anger that he had, and how he basically feels like he's nothing. Like, obviously we see more of it in Ultimate Alien, I believe, when he was in the alien jail called the damn it, what's it called? The Null Void. The Null Void. And he becomes his best friend.
I think
And he
I found a
dates
new,
Gwen, his cousin.
I think I found a new nickname for you. I might call you Kevin 11.
Hey, that's what you were calling me.
I like the sound of that.
But yeah, what's special about Ben was it's just a big universe with a kid that just is normal, and he becomes a leader and what it means to be a hero when he's not turning into an alien.
So he's basically Shazam.
Sure.
No, so I love that, and I love that it meant
No,
so
it's
much to
definitely,
you.
you should definitely watch it.
I like the sound of that. So I think our homework is I'm going to watch some of Ben 10. You're going to watch some of Spider-Man 93.
Yes. I gotta watch that.
I guess Gargoyles for me.
I like the sound of
Gargoyles
that.
is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I actually do want to see Ben 10, the newer ones. I saw the original one. But
I wonder what
gotta
that's
catch
streaming
up.
on. Is there a cartoon?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's on Max.
think.
It's
Yeah.
either that or Paramount, right?
It's
Well,
one or the other.
Take
Wow.
us home, Miguelito.
Do we have any honorable mentions?
Oh,
Honorable
yeah.
mentions. I mentioned Beast Wars. I will also mention there's two for me. Nobody talks about it, but there's a TV show called The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest that came out in the early 90s that kind of recontextualized Johnny Quest for like the 90s. It was nuts. Johnny was doing like super spy stuff as a kid.
I'm so
and
disappointed.
It used it used really bad CGI, but on the other end of that, another one that meant to me was the show called Mighty Max with there were these little toys made by Bluebird Toys, and they made this series around it that kind of also delved into a lot of conspiracy theories, astral projection, Lemurian technology, worlds that aren't seen, and really kind of scratched that conspiracy theory for me. Had a rad soundtrack. Norman was the reincarnation of Hercules. It ends on the most heart-wrenching series finale of all time that is also genius because it kind of starts the series right back at the beginning, so it's just an infinite loop. Mighty Max, Beast Wars, Real Adventures of Johnny Quest.
Okay. For me, I have a bunch. I'm just going to shoot them off, and you guys probably won't know most of them.
Probably.
The Flintstones, the Jetsons, Scrooge McDuck, DuckTales, Thundercat, He-Man, Master of the Universe. There was a cartoon, and no one ever remembers it. It's called Tranzor Z. You anime guys might know it as Mazinger Z. And they brought it over to America, and they made him Tranzor Z in the 80s. And they came out with Voltron, which is huge, Transformers, robots, stuff like that. Like, we can even go back to Yogi Bear. I love Yogi Bear as a kid. Like, you know, it was just like Tom and Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
Never said a word. Looney Tunes, the old school one with the Roadrunner and the Coyote and beep beep and all that stuff. Like, the 80s, early 90s was it for me. There were so many great cartoons that I can't even remember half of them.
Yeah. I have a couple. Just real quick. Scooby-Doo.
Shaggy?
Scooby-Doo is the reason why I love supernatural stuff to this day.
Okay.
My dude, the Creeper is my favorite episode from the first season of all time. I love the Creeper. And Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
Greatest movie
Dude,
Scooby-Doo's ever been created, brother. That is the
so
greatest.
freaking good and scary.
Yeah, because they're actually real.
Yep.
And the greatest song, it's Terror Time again. When they're running
Yes,
away from the Levis.
absolutely.
Perfect. Chef's kiss. But another one, Avatar: Last Airbender.
Ooh, good call, man. Good call.
I
I know
mean,
nothing.
Another one, dude. It's serialized. It is an ongoing story, and it is fantastic.
I can't wait.
There are
for
no
the
stinker episodes. Just watch them in order.
Just watch me. Yeah. I can't wait for the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's not coming out in theaters, bastards.
This streaming shit sucks.
Yeah, it does. Last one. It was the start of the DC side for me. Teen Titans.
Oh, good
Oh
call.
yes,
Yeah.
Teen Titans Go was the shit. The original Teen Titans Go was better than the second one.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
The
course.
original
Yeah.
Teen Titans was so
and
good.
And Terra Strong.
Terra-
Oh, Batman the Animated Series. I know you mentioned number one. It's one of my top 5. But I was sticking with 80s since Mike was a 90s baby. But yeah, Batman Beyond was fantastic.
Superman the series is really good.
Yes.
Tara Strong. What were you saying about Tara Strong?
She was on a podcast recently and she was saying that the fans owe a new a final season. Like they deserve a final season.
The way
They
that
never
ended and the
finished
way
it.
it jumped
They
to
never
like,
finished it.
no.
Because she said they ended it with like a huge like arc that they never got into.
Yeah, no, I remember they did the Terror and like the Judas contract kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they did like Red X. And like speaking of which, that is the most off the hinges Robin ever created. You thought like Jason Todd was like a wild card? Like that Robin is beast mode from beginning to end. That dude jumps off of roofs to knee you in the back of your neck.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's my honorable mentions.
Gentlemen, this was a lot of fun. Very nostalgic. I think maybe one day we can revisit some of these things. I love talking about this. I know I will be revisiting. I have all this homework to do, and I'm going to be like, "Oh, I'm going to watch Ben 10," or "Oh, I'm going to be like, but Batman the Animated too."
Squirrel.
Exactly.
I should watch Gargoyles, but Ben 10.
Right, exactly. This was amazing. Thank you for having this conversation, gentlemen. Be sure to like, follow us, and subscribe to all the regular social medias.
Yep.
We have Jose here, the
Baby Gorilla
owner
Comics.
of Baby Gorilla Comics and the host of Streetlight Confessions.
Yes, sir.
We have our boy Kev over here, who has a couple things that may be coming out soon.
They're little bumps on the road.
Chef Kevin,
Yeah.
Chef Kevin 11.
Okay. Yeah, we're me and George are working on something. Just stay tuned. Just little hiccups.
And I am trying to cut through my huge pile of toys that I've had for the past 6 months that I need to review. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for spending the time with us. Until next time.
Go back and
Adios.
watch some cartoons.
Absolutely.